Hi, I just thought I'd do a wee tutorial on the DNT Thermnight and how to set it up for the ballistic calculations. I keep reading people having issues and all the rest of it. So you basically need from the centre lines to the centre of the bore axis to put into the ballistic calculator. Everything else needs to be accurate as well. So you need a chronograph. You can't guesstimate this. And you also need your projectile weight. The downside to DNT is it's only down to 1 decimal point. So I'm using H&N Barracuda FTs and they are 9.57 grain. I've got to round that up to 9.6. It's the only sort of kind of gripe about, if you want to be absolutely spot on, it doesn't affect it that much. Ballistic coefficient as well, do a search online. Don't take what any of the manufacturers post or whatever. There's enough spotters out there and enough information on the internet to get an exact ballistic coefficient. That needs to be spot on as well, okay? So basically what we're trying to look at, right, with this is you need from the centre of the scope, the lens, which is the top one. The bottom one's the thermal, okay? This is the lens here, which you need. And you need the centre of the bore axis, okay? So luckily with AGT Vixen, there is a pellet probe and we know that lines up with the centre, okay? So to get the measurement, you just need fixed points, okay? And there's only 2 divisions that you need to do, okay? So start off with the top objective lens for the camera unit. That comes in at 32.30 millimeters. Divide that by 2 and that gives you the centre. Then so I use the fixed point from the underside of the rail, okay, to the top of the unit, okay, and that gives you 98.98 millimeters. Subtract the half size of the lens, okay, so 32.30 gives you 16.15. Subtract that from the 98.98. The next known point to measure is the gap in the frame there, okay, so that came in at 21.80. The thickness of the frame, okay, between the channel there for the cocking lever was 3.76. The gap in the cocking lever, okay, so don't worry about trying to get the thickness of the pellet probe and all the rest of it. That's irrelevant. All you need to do is take the measurement there, okay, and that gives you 8.30 millimeters. Divide that by 2 and that gives you the centre, okay. So body of the unit to a fixed point, subtract the half diameter measurement that we got and add everything else up, and that for this gun and this setup, that came in at 112.54 millimeters. You need to drop a decimal point up the way. You need to enter that as 11.25, okay. With all that in there, okay, the ballistic coefficient, your chronograph readings, your projectile weight, and all that put in the ballistic calculator, this shoots basically from 5 meters out to 70 meters, and the point of aim is exactly where the point of impact falls, okay. So if you're struggling, I hope this helps.